I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell in.
It got his man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jermaine Kearse taking it in. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge...
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Cowboys are able to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams...
And, oh, my goodness, he loses it again. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second down, Prescott. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Mike Bennett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
Tyler Lockett now with the returns. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he He's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 39 that time. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 37 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Wilson to throw. And that one is caught. So they convert here and don't look now, but this one's back to a one-score game. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing here, Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. The former Longhorn back home, Earl Thomas. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play to them.
And this is caught. That goes for a gain of 31. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. He's back to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bryant. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Prescott to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Now Prescott. Forced out to his left. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
The Cowboys on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And a costly one there, as this game remains tied here in the fourth. That close to taking a fourth quarter lead, but the goalposts, they had other plans.
I thought it was on target. It looked good off his foot, but then doink, off the metal and out. And those are the kind of breaks that can definitely swing a ball game.
Here's Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. This is caught inside the 15. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play, has him in field goal range with a chance to win. So on now is Blair Walsh. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game. A great come-from-behind victory in the